Hey, fire signs. So, the meditative messages that I got before I did the reading at all, um, I visually, I saw like a Chinese dragon, um, which was like super random. But I guess it kind of made sense after I took in more messages. So let me tell you the rest. I heard slow down and like relax, and like full force, as if like you were heading towards something full force, something like that you felt like you were like sure about. Um, what you're heading towards needs more evaluation, is what I heard, and that's probably the need to slow down that I was hearing prior to that. As I was like speaking out to your signs, like Scorpio and Pisces came up, which kind of gave me the impression that there's like something beneath the surface, because that's kind of what those signs represent themselves. And not necessarily that you may be dealing with a Scorpio or a Pisces, but I mean, take it out, resonates. But that's kind of like the sense that I got, that there was more to it than meets the eye. Like there was something beneath the surface, something that's like either like you're like something you're digging at, or like something that you're really looking at in depth, I want to say. Um, and whatever you're heading toward, or something you're heading towards, isn't showing its full face, like isn't showing its full colors, and that's when I think the Chinese dragon made sense, because that person, or usually like whenever they do celebrate, it's like those are people that are dressed up in that costume, and it's people under there, so there's somebody like beneath the mask, there's more underneath the surface, if that makes sense. But I got the sense of like, it's almost like whatever you're heading towards, because it's not showing its full face, once you get to it, it's like you're realizing, like, or you will realize if you continue, that it's something you didn't sign up for. Like, it's because it's not showing its full color. So it's almost like, how do I want to say? It's almost like when a job, when you go in for a job interview and they tell you like, oh, it's going to be like this and this and this and this, and they kind of say whatever to get you in the door, right? And then you get there and you're like, wait a minute, hold on, it's not like this. Wait, I didn't get the hours I wanted. Wait, it's not like, it's just, it's like, it's not what it seems. And not that somebody's presenting you something that's not like there, but it's just something that you are heading towards that you may not be like looking at objectively enough, I want to say. Like you may not like know what you're getting yourself into, I want to say. And that's not like being naive, that like it seems like you're sure about whatever it is here, and I think that's like why you may not be seeing things objectively, is because you feel so sure about this. And I think that's why like Spirit is kind of asking you to kind of slow down and kind of relook at this, and take a step back and possibly like look at this as if you were a third party, or if you weren't attached to the desired outcome, I want to say, and see if maybe like you look at things differently. See if you would still feel the same, or see if you would still go at the same pace, or see if you would still actually go towards this thing, or if it's worth it. What else did I write down? Sorry, I wrote down notes here. Again, the Scorpio Pisces coming up gave me a sense that there is more depth to whatever you're going full force towards. Excuse me. Something you'd see if you were looking at it more objectively, but you are seeing it through more of like a lens of how you like want it to be, if that makes sense. So try to distance yourself, or take a step back and think about, like I said earlier, like how you would look at it if you were a third party, or if like you were telling your friend about this and the advice, like, or if your friend was telling you about this, or whatever you're doing or something, and what their advice would, or your advice would be to them, and etc. Just I just got the sense of like you needing to like definitely take a step back and reevaluate whatever you're going towards, and not that it's like the wrong thing, but like just in maybe the intensity that you're going at it towards. And it's probably another reason Scorpio came up so much in my head too, possibly, is just the intensity of the like whatever you're going towards was like full force and like somewhat intense, and there may be like a need to like just dial it back, and it may not be wrong, like I said, to go towards this thing that just you just may need to pace yourself more. Take it as it resonates, though. There may be some people that need to stop pursuing it like altogether, and there may be other people that just like need to slow down and just like relook at it and like maybe just open themselves up to more possible outcomes so that they aren't like disappointed if it doesn't happen exactly the way that they think it's going to happen. Because I think that's healthy for all of us to realize, is that like things aren't going to go exactly the way that we plan them to, but they can get like relatively close, and it can make you more grateful when you're able to be that way too, when you're like, well, it didn't go this way, but I still got this, and I still got, so when you're able to have more of an open mind of like multiple ways to achieve what you want, not only are you more likely to achieve that because you don't just have one dead set path to get there, but it just also helps you, like I said, remain in a state of gratitude, so you can remain just positive and always looking at like the brighter side of things and not getting too down on yourself when things don't go exactly the way that you plan. So those were just intuitive messages. As we get into the cards here today, I felt more drawn to my Celestial Tarot deck rather than my Archeon Tarot deck. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sorry if you keep hearing clicking, it's my little bracelets here. But so for the first row was your energy. And for the second row, I asked for advice on things that were like affecting you. So like, I guess outside energy, like in a sense. And I just want to mention that this was weird because when I was shuffling for these cards, like the whole top row came out in like 3, and the whole bottom row came out in 3. Like 3 cards fell out on the floor, like each row like fell out, and usually like that just doesn't happen. So I don't know if there's some significance with the number 3 for you guys, or if you keep seeing synchronicities with the number 3, like 333, or what. But those are angel messages. So if you go ahead and look those up, there might be some messages there for you. Yeah, it was just weird. I just felt like I needed to mention it. But anyways, so getting into the Prince of Swords, I definitely felt like it kind of intuitively like went with my intuitive messages, as I said. Was just kind of needing to slow down and reevaluate things, and needing to re-look at whatever you're going towards. In this depiction, in this card itself, this man, and you probably can't see it in the photo because it's upside down, but in the upright, he's on a horse, and he has a sword, and he has it like in action, and he has his shield, and he's like going full force. Like I said, like he's trampling through whatever he needs to in order to get to where he needs to go. Like I said, with the intuitive messages I got, it just kind of again reinforced the need to slow down and reevaluate your thoughts and your plan of action, and be more strategic, I want to say. And only by slowing down and quieting your mind can you, really achieve that. Next we have the King of Wands, and Is there a little dragon at the bottom of this? Am I tripping? Yeah, there's like a little Chinese dragon. Guys, I cannot make this up. Like, that's exactly what I saw earlier, was like a Chinese dragon. I think that there's definitely a need for you to be focused on something, but like I said, recalculating that focus and ensuring your priorities are in place. And I guess what I'm trying to say is reensuring that like that energy is placed in the right area, because you don't want to put all your energy into one thing. That's why I said being so open-minded is going to be like helpful, because when you put all your eggs in one basket and it doesn't go the way you go, you're far more like disappointed. And kings are about being strategic, and like they have to go over how to implement and plan wars and et cetera, you know. So yeah, I definitely think that there's a sense of needing to like an air is thoughts and wands is action, right? Inspire. So putting thoughts into action and ensuring that when you're slowing down those thoughts, you have a better sense of direction, which is what you're taking here with the King of Wands. And he's even on a throne here, like as if he's like, I mean, I think all the kings are relatively on like thrones, but like he's sitting back. He's not going full force. Like he's allowing the universe almost to guide him, whereas like the Prince of Swords here is like pushing through with his horse and his sword and his shield and like just plowing through here. Is that the Aries sign in there as well? Wow. So yeah, like I said, there's definitely a need to, like I said, take a seat. He's even sitting back here, like you can see. He's sitting back, and just ensuring that he is directing his energy in the most like useful and effective way possible. Not being too impulsive or like wasteful, I want to say, because you can tire yourself out easily and not even really realize it, until you have no energy left. Okay, so the next one we have here is the Four of Wands, which in general tarot is stability. And I know like in this deck it looks interesting because it's Hydra and it's like a whole like monster right here, and usually the depiction is a lot sweeter, as at least what I've seen in a lot of other decks. Is that the Leo sign? See, guys, I can't make this up. Okay, so yeah, definitely like I think there would be more of a sense of stability when you're able to gain this clarity as you sit back and reevaluate what steps you're taking moving forward, or at least the steps that you're already taking, if you're already taking them. And if you're not already taking them, evaluating how you're going to take them and the intensity that you're going to take them, so that you're not pushing yourself too hard, but you're also like still working towards your goals. I think that's really important, because when you come across things that are difficult on this path, it'll be easier to not only, like I said, be open-minded about what the outcomes could be, because there could be more than one outcome, just like there's more than one head on this dragon, correct? When you're more grounded, it's easier to handle these challenges and deal with the different things that come to head, or the different things that you'll have to face. And I think that's what this Four of Wands here is representing, with the multiple heads here on Hydra here. Okay, so that was like kind of your energy, or what your energy will be. Take it out how it resonates. If it resonates now, great. If you find that it starts to resonate in the future within the next month or so, because tarot readings are timeless, so they could resonate at any point, then great. There's a lot of times where I watch different videos, and even though it's like for like that month or that upcoming month, it doesn't necessarily like resonate until like a month or two later. I'm like, oh my god, this is happening. Like, that's what that girl said. Like, oh my god. So I find that to be true a lot of the times. So this could be definitely in the future for you as well. I find that very common with readings that I watch for myself, or readings that I even do for myself, to be honest. Okay, so in the next row, like I said, I asked for advice on outside things that were going to be like affecting you. So I guess asking for like external factors that could be playing a role in your well-being or your opportunities or etc. Okay, so I got the 8 of Cups here. Which gave me like a sense of I don't know, like it sounds really weird, and maybe it's just because of how it's depicted in this card, but it's like I keep hearing like standing on like thin ice. Like, as you can see in this card, he's like standing on like clouds almost, basically, and it's very thin, as if he's like going to fall through. The Pisces sign is in this. This is crazy. Didn't I say Pisces in my intuitive message? That's so crazy. I'm sorry. Anyways, anyways, and maybe you are standing on thin ice, or someone is on thin ice with you. How do I say? I'm trying to allow the messages to come to me. Because of the 8 of Cups and it not being a full 10 here, it makes me feel like there's like not the full fulfillment here. There's not a full like love fulfillment here. There's not a full like just like not completely happy, I want to say. And maybe that's why this person is thin ice, or maybe that's why the situation is on thin ice, or maybe that's why you're possibly ready to give up on it, whether that be a job, a person, a situation, a lease. It's almost like I hear like if one more thing kind of like happens, like, and I don't know if you can see it in like the picture here, but there's like a little like stream cloud that kind of goes through him right here, as if like when you look outside or something in the sky and like a plane or something has just gone out, or a little like rocket type thing has gone out to the sky, and it leaves a little like stream cloud behind in its path. Well, that's like going through him right here. It's like kind of going straight through the card here, and it makes me feel like it's like if one more thing happens, like you're good, because it's like you are emotionally attached to whatever this is. And maybe, like I said here, maybe this is the thing beneath the surface that's going to be the breaking point here, that's going to kind of cut through, or make your decision for you, or help you make your decision here. And this, like I said, this card does have the Pisces sign in it and the moon, so maybe there is something revealed. Either you realize something within yourself and your own emotions that's revealed to you, or somebody reveals some type of emotions to you, or that they're not completely fulfilled, or they think maybe you're not. Like I said, take it as it resonates, because it doesn't have to be a love situation either. You can have an attachment to anything. You can have an attachment to your home. You can have an attachment to your family. You can have even a love attachment to your job. People get attached to their jobs too, especially when they're comfortable in a job and they've been there for a very, very long time. And they don't want to start over somewhere new. They don't want to take a pay cut. They don't want to, so yeah, I get the sense of like, whatever the situation is, they're on thin ice, and they're holding, like, he's even holding a little thing right here. I'm noticing he has a little, is he holding two of them? He has two little like cords or like string like attached to like two little stars here or whatever. And maybe that's what's keeping him afloat right here. But they're like holding on to maybe possibly like ideas. I want to say the stars are making me feel like those are like ideas or like possibilities or hopes or dreams or like right, because that's what stars generally like represent. And so, and like I said earlier, the intuitive messages I got for you, like the way that you're looking at the situation, whatever you're heading full force towards, it's like you're holding on to like and he's grasping onto these, right? Like you're holding on to like these ideas that could not be solid. Like I said, he's not standing on anything solid here. So possibly being able to grab onto those other stars here. Well, I think is there 8 stars here? Like there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 7, I think. Yeah, there's like all these other stars, like I said, just like there's all these other options, and there's so that could definitely be beneficial. Take it how it resonates. Let's move on to the next one. So next card I got was Princess of Cups, which is autumn, which is kind of funny because that's this time of like year. It's definitely like that's literally what this card is for this time of year. Like when you look in the little like booklet and it talks about and blah blah blah. Anyways, and you can even see in the photo that she is with leaves and it's fall time, and there's a Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius on her little like, what is that? I know it's not an urn. I don't know why that word is coming to me, but I don't know. It's not a chalice. Anyways, I think this season will be helping you with like some lightheartedness, and even possibly letting go of like your one desired outcome, and realizing that there's more possible outcomes is also going to like allow you to feel a lot more lighthearted too. So it could be bringing like a new sense of lightness, airiness, and well, maybe it's a cup. I'm just realizing it does. It's the Princess of Cups, so it's a type of cup. Sorry. Anyways. 'Cause, 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 'c yeah, and I think it'll help you get, it's going to allow you to get more in tune with yourself. She's standing out here with her bare feet on the leaves, as if she's just tuning in with nature. I think everybody like generally says like this is cuffing season, right? So perhaps there's a new opportunity after this, after whatever falls through with this thin ice period. Maybe whatever, something does fall through the cracks, you fall through the cracks, somebody else falls through the cracks, the job falls through the cracks. And not because I don't foresee anybody being let go or anything. I foresee like you letting go of something. It's like you decide. You're not losing anything here. You are letting go of something after you reevaluate. And so I think after that is done, because I think I can't say I think everyone knows, but I think a lot of the times we hear is what I'll say, is that when you let something go, you allow other things to come in. And that's almost what I am seeing here, is that after the Eight of Cups here, there's almost like and I know aces generally like mean like new opportunities and stuff, but I'm getting this with the Princess of Cups here, as if like there's a new like offer, or because another door has possibly closed or been reevaluated, new doors of either peace or opportunity, or love, or even self-compassion for yourself are now open and available to you, whether that's through like mental or I should say internal or external factors. So I think, pay attention to how you speak to yourself after this reevaluation of whatever you hopefully slow down from. And if you don't slow down from it, and you do end up getting yourself into, like I said, something that you didn't think you signed up for, or something kind of like over your head, or something that wasn't as it seemed, I think this is saying to offer yourself compassion, and just be kind and graceful with yourself, whichever way it goes, whether you decided to slow down or whether you didn't. And I think that leads us into our next card, which is Death, Scorpio, which is funny because I literally said Scorpio came up in my my meditative, like, yeah, anyway, it's so weird. So there's like a phoenix rising here, and it's not from the ashes, it's from like a light, like a ball of light, like almost like a sun, I want to say. And a scorpion. And death usually means like transformation, right? At least in tarot. I think that there's a sense of transformation with either within you or within whomever or whatever you have chosen to leave behind or pull back your energy from. I think it's allowing them to see things in a different way and you to see things in a different way. Because in the depiction here, it's like the woman in like the black robe, who I assume is supposed to be death, is like holding her hand out to the girl that's like walking up, right? As if like she's like, here, let me show you, right? So I think, and like I said, there being a scorpion and a phoenix here, it just gives me the sense of like both of you are able to see things with this this distancing. If and like I said, it doesn't have to be a person. This could be This could definitely be a job. But there's definitely a sense of like new perspective. And I think with any transformation, that's what we get, right, as a new perspective. That's what transforms us, is like our whole perspective has changed. We're like, oh my god, like, whoa, hold on, whoa. And then we like just live life a little bit differently from then on, because things just look different. Our perspective has changed. So and maybe sorry, I'm just trying to look at this like a little bit closer. Like, I want to say, like, almost like something outside of you is transforming you. Not that, like, because only you can really transform yourself, but there's, like, something that almost, like, ignites it, or, like, initiates it. And I think whether you step back or you go full force, it's going to bring about like a transformation. I think just your ability to handle and process that transformation will differ depending on what you choose to do. Whether you slow down or whether you go for full force, you're still going to transform. You're still going to grow. Either way, I think Spirit is just trying to warn you that full force might hurt a little bit more. Possibly, I don't want to like scare anybody or anything. I think it's just saying that being kind with yourself is slowing down. And if you can't do that, another way of being kind with yourself is giving yourself grace and self-compassion when you do end up in undesired situations or outcomes that you either weren't expecting or didn't want. And I'm not saying that's guaranteed to happen, but I think we all also know that life is full of surprises, and nothing's ever perfect. So things are like not always bound to go wrong, but they're not always right either. So either way you are headed towards a transformation, there will be something it seems like something external that will initiate the internal transformation, and how you're able to handle that will depend on whether I think you've slowed down or not. But like I said, take it as it resonates. If it didn't resonate this time, no worries. Maybe these messages were not for you. Maybe they were for someone else. These are just the messages that I got and received today. I think I do want to pull... I didn't take my chakra wisdom oracle cards out on the last readings for Earth and Fire, but I did for, I don't know, for today. Something kind of just led me to it today. So let me see what I get here. Any messages to finish up this reading for... Oh, there it is. Trickery. What did I say? What did I say? Trickery. What did I say? That is so crazy. So I'm going to read from the little book here, because it has like helpful affirmations and tips and different things in here for each card. And guys, I can't even make this up. There is a dragon in this. It's crazy. Like, and he like has his claws up. It's not a red dragon like the one that I saw, but like the dragon has an acorn like in his tail, and there's like a squirrel looking up to him wanting the acorn. It's wow, like I can't even make it. It's green, so it definitely has to do with the heart chakra. So let me find the page here. Trickery. Okay, Kelly and the green dragon. The tempter is as guilty as the thief. So it says Kelly, the green dragon, has one jumbo-sized acorn to get him through the winter. Squirrel spies the huge acorn and decides he just has to have it to win the forest's annual acorn contest. To tempt Kelly, he fills his basket with rocks and scatters the tiny acorns he has collected on top. I'm sorry. Kelly feels the weight of the basket and steals it, allowing Squirrel to grab the single acorn. But they both lose. Kelly now has less food, and the squirrel is disqualified from the contest for cheating. So, inspiration. During trying times, things may be easier if you ask for help. Don't be disappointed if assistance does not come from the place that you expect. What did I say earlier? Says, for personal inquiry, it suggests that you ask yourself, am I afraid to tell the truth? How does that fear make me manipulate others? What do I really need to say? The key takeaways from this card are vulnerable heart, self-honesty, accusing others, hidden motives, coveting possessions, dance of scarcity. Okay. There is a suggested meditation at the bottom here, and if you guys would like it, I have no problem adding that to the bottom in the comments. You're totally welcome to ask me for it, but I think this does go really well with definitely the entire reading and tying it all together and going with my intuitive messages, talking about like things just aren't as they seem. There could be an offer that someone gives you, whether that be a job, a love offer, maybe a house offer. I don't know. Something isn't what it seems. And maybe both people are aware of it, or both parties are aware of it, I should say. But neither is trying to be rude or be too skeptical and just trying to have hope in the other, or I don't know what the case may be. Maybe it's not malicious, I don't know. But in this case, in this card, the trickery card, they both I guess generally like knew. I mean, the dragon stole, right? But the squirrel still had a basket that wasn't full of all that stuff that he said was in there. So yeah, like I said, like whatever you're signing up for, make sure you read that. Make sure you you get your clarity. Make sure you you cross your T's and dot your I's, you get those details, you get those, like I said, get that clarity, ask those questions, and don't be afraid to ask those questions. If anyone or anything, especially jobs, like, I know I've always been irritated in situations. I travel and I'm a contractor. And when I have to go on different contracts and when I'm doing interviews with these different places and I'm going, a lot of times they will present something to me. I will ask a number of questions, and I can tell whether I want to work for a certain company, depending on how receptive they are to my questions and whether I have a lot. Because there's some companies that are very like, oh my gosh, like, are happy that you have questions, and there are other ones that are like, weird that you have so many questions. Like, whoa, I'm gonna be like by myself for 3 months somewhere in a whole new place that I don't even know. Like, yeah, I want to make sure that I'm comfortable and I know what I'm signing up for, and a lot of times people will sell you a dream or an idea that's not what it seems to get you in the door. I think women are very familiar with this, and I can't even say just women, we'll say men too, but I think people in general are very familiar with this in romantic situations where it's like people present their best selves to you to kind of get you hooked, and then like you realize like, wait, this isn't what hold on, like this isn't what I thought it was going to be. Like you're totally different now. There's not even the same effort anymore. Like, wait a minute, what is this? Or maybe you signed up to do something and it's not as it seems when you get there. But I just keep getting the sense of like something either intentionally or unintentionally, possibly. I'm kind of getting like slightly intentionally, but it doesn't have to be malicious. It can be very like light, like, not that it's okay to just like manipulate someone, but I don't think like your life is going to be over from whatever this situation is, but it clearly like it's going to, like I said, ignite some type of transformation within you. So it like, it's going to happen. I just hope that you take the step back in order to, be more, grounded and secure to deal with whatever is revealed and or I don't want to say turns like upside down, but whatever like surprises you or doesn't come full circle or whatever doesn't work out in the way that you expect it to. And like the description in the trickery card said, don't be afraid to ask for help and realize that you do have other options and you do have people around that care for you and will allow you and support you as you step back to rest. And maybe you're just not realizing that right now. Maybe you think you just have to keep going full force and keep going full force and keep going full force. But looks like you'll be stable regardless if you step back or not. You're going to be fine. You just need to reach out when you need to reach out and recognize keys. I don't want to say keys, like I want to say key points, but I mean like signals from your body. Like rest when you need to rest, eat when you need to eat, stay in silence, and check out when you need to when you're done entertaining people and you're feeling drained. Just listen to your body, maintain a good healthy work and home life balance, because anything and everything is easier to handle when you have that. And Libra season's the perfect season for that. Balance, right? So that is what I have gotten for you, fire signs. Please let me know if this resonated with you. If it didn't, that is fine. Maybe it will next month. These are the messages that I got today. Maybe my messages next month will resonate with you. Either way, I felt like this went really well. I'm very happy with how it went and how much this reading really went along with my intuitive messages prior to the reading. So, all right. let me know what you guys thought. Give me a like, or subscribe, or like I said, if you guys do want the meditative recommendation here for the trickery card, it kind of just has a visual that it talks about here, that it walks you through. I can definitely share that, and I'll also share a photo of this card at the bottom so you can see it better, because I know it's not in the original photo that I took for the cover of this video. All right, thank you.